Alright, welcome back everyone, it's your Code King Zaf here. As you can see, we have the brand new Hunter FERN all the way to 810, who was released a week early. Yes, that's right. So let's jump in. Let's cover the one question on everyone's mind when it comes to FERN, of course. That is this right here.
Zaf, should we summon them or are they a skip?
Man, oh man, that is music to my ears. So, let me show you just how strong she is. When it comes to Guild Boss, as you can see, we got 142 billion damage coming in. Wow, oh wow. With FERN dealing 10 billion damage on Team B, not even Team A. She is a buffer and a damage dealer, allowing Jinwoo to deal 120 billion damage. Wow, oh wow. So, I want to show you just how good she is. Also in the Workshop of Brilliant Light. Watch this. You're going to absolutely love this. Watch FERN just jump in and melt Valter's HE bar on the normal mode. Oh, 70%, 60%, and another 10% right here, all the way down to 50%. Watch boom. We are now 40% and 30% in a second. Wait, we just heard a battle and he is getting melted 20% in less than 40 seconds. Valter, you did not stand a chance. We have FERN coming in, just absolutely melting a target. So let me jump in. Let me cover every single thing I have to know, because FERN right now is one of the strongest hunters we've had in a very long time. But as a reminder, everyone, your free support was reset last week, so make sure if you want some free codes to jump in and source again. We are talking thousands of juicy essence codes headed your way. You want to jump into the link down below in the comment section and press that juicy red store button. Again, supporting is 100% free. You just press that, press yes, and you're done. Then you wait a few hours after you support. You will get codes sent to you. We have 2 codes right now with a bunch more coming out. These 2 codes right here. The next code, as you can see, is for 2,000 Essence Stones coming very soon. You do not want to miss out on all these benefits that are coming your way. Supporting is 100% free, and it's a way for me to give our viewers a bunch of codes. So jump in and do it that way. You don't miss out. And a big shout to Nahan, the first commenter in our last juicy video. Now, of course, we jumped in and tested out all the brand new update features when it comes to FERN and also FERN, because FERN got a bunch of buffs coming in. But I, of course, want to focus on FERN in this video, just to make sure our viewers understand just how good she is. She has one buff that applies to the target that gives us so much bonus damage to every single team member. We are talking a 30% fire damage taken bonus right here. Let me show you just so you can understand right here. On her passive, all the way down here, you can see the stacking effect. Boom. At the A4 mark, a 0.5% stack up to 60 times for 30 seconds. Giving us a 30% fire damage taken bonus on target, alongside so many other buffs. As you can see, we have all these buffs coming in when it comes to crit rate, crit damage, overall fire damage on the target too, on friends, and also more fire damage taken, and even more penetration. She is just such a good hunter. We have shields, we have decrease in damage taken, we have all these buffs right here, and also skill damage buffs. We are talking all the buffs you can imagine. FERN has all of them, making her just so viable. Even on her weapon, we are talking buffs, buffs, and more buffs, and also a 100% mana regen every 30 seconds. She regens her mana every single time, and she's one of the funnest hunters to use. Let me show you. Her kit is just so simple, and it deals so much damage. But I have to answer one question when it comes to FERN. Should you wait for Christopher Reed? Because he might be a fire unit, which is honestly, in my eyes, not gonna happen, because right now when it comes to fire teams, we have enough fire SSRs. As you can see, we have so many fire SSRs that are honestly already good. We do not need one more. We have Kane, we have Yuso Hyun, we have Emma, Gina, Esso, Yuki, Pookie, my girl, we have FERN, we of course have Stark too. We have all these SSRs. We do not need more. So I think when it comes to Christopher Reed, if you're waiting for him, odds are he might be, not confirmed, no leaks at all. This is just an assumption. He will be a light unit just because we have Laura coming out, who might be his support. We'll see. I think everyone kind of agrees right now that it just doesn't make sense for another fire unit to come out. As you know right now, when it comes to roadmap, you can see, let me show you right here, that you understand. When it comes to roadmap, it's pretty much clear that in December, Chris Reed is coming out, and he's going to be either fire or water. No, I'm kidding. He's going to be fire or light, and that's pretty much confirmed because Laura is going to be a light unit. So usually when it comes to DPS, they have a support unit or breaker released before them. So this kind of makes sense. Laura coming out as support or breaker for Christopher Reed, even though Thomas Andre, I know, right? Our poor boy right here, he is in desperate need of some love. He should get a buff coming in, but we'll see how good that is. If Christopher Reed is going to a light unit, it does make sense. He is a fragment of light, of course, so it does fit him. Even though he does fire damage, we've seen other units in the game, like FERN being a water unit, even though she uses electricity and fire hits. Anyways, I digress. Right now, if you're on the fence, you might want to sum for FERN because she is so good. Just watch, right? Your jaw is about to drop. Watch very carefully. You jump in, use this skill right here to get these stacks applied, then this skill right here, then your core attack. Watch, core attack comes out, your mana regens, then you just rinse and repeat. Boom, use your core, your skill, your core, your skill, rinse and repeat. Watch those stacks come up, then your ulti comes out here, use your ultimate, and you rinse and repeat. The rotation is simple. You get your mana back every 30 seconds. Look, this is so easy to use. She just spams non-stop. Your skills reset, but her mana issues, as you can see, it does matter though, because as you rotate, you use your hunters like Yuki, you get the breaks off, you get the passes off, her ulti, etc. Then you rotate back again to your sport, rinse and repeat, boom, boom, boom. Then you swap into, of course, FERN, and you use a core attack, and watch, her mana is back magically. Her weapon is so good, one of the most versatile hunters, giving you damage, mana regen, self-sufficiency. We're talking buffs and more. She is crazy. If we had an OP hunter right now that I would say, damn, I want him so bad on my team, it would have to be FERN. She is just amazing by herself, right? We want hunters that are good by themselves, and FERN just fills that gap so easily. I'm actually shocked how good she is. When I saw the buffs coming in, it was like 1 or 2%, but that makes sense because FERN does not need any more buffs coming in. She is already so darn good. But when it comes to her build, what's best? Right now when it comes to FERN, it's dependent on the mode you're in. In my case right here, I was doing a guild boss, so I had the arm set and also the expert set, giving you the most damage coming in. The expert set is of course the way to go. Due to the stacks you get over time, this is the ideal set for longer battles. But if it's a short battle, the obsidian set works out great, but there's so many other sets when it comes to 2-piece curse. 2-piece, for example, when it kill, you can run it. For the bonus ultimate skill damage, up to you. There's so many sets out there, but right now when it comes to accessories, you want to run the extra set. That is for longer battles. The bonus you get is insane, and the RPAs depends on the content you're in. There is no one universal set for her. Every set kind of works depending on the content, so you want to make sure you build her right, but also for her cores, there's a lot of options here. She spams her core attack non-stop, so this core right here is a good option, giving you a 20% bonus crit damage on your core attacks. Very, very nice. This core, not so much. The 5% attack is fine, but it's not something she desperately needs. We have better cores, of course, when it comes to this one here, giving you a 10% career bonus. So these two cores right here are my ideals. This core over here, when it comes to ultimate skills, not so much. She doesn't really spam her ultimate skill as much. When it comes to FERN, you do want the bonus core damage or also the bonus crit rate to make sure skills always crit, giving you even more damage coming in. She's honestly so amazing. One of the best hunters we've had, period, okay? She is just so good. But again, when it comes to draw right now, you are kind of, well, spoiled for choice. You have FERN, one of the best wards in the game, or you have FERN, one of the best damage dealers, especially for the fire category, because right now when it comes to our fire team, we have Kane, we have Yu So-hyun, and they just don't meet the cut, right? They're good hunters, don't get me wrong, but Kane is so dependent on this buff right here that she can hardly proc in every single game mode. This right here, where's even Kane at? I just don't use her anymore. There we go. Kane right here. We go to her passives as we scroll down. It is the Sixth Sense effect. Boom. This right here, giving you a bunch of bonus damage coming in. As you can see, we have attack increase, we have crit rate, we have crit damage and more. But this is so hard to get because you have to defeat mobs to get the passive off. which is not easy to do, especially when it comes to guild boss right now. That is impossible, and other guild bosses she just can't be used. So right now when it comes to Kane, she is just unviable in so many game modes, making FERN just by default the best choice out there. We of course have Yuso Hyun, another great hunter, but again, she is lacking herself. She has her own set of issues, which makes her not ideal. When it comes to FERN, she might be munching down on donuts, but that just means she's a strong hunter. She is fueled up right now to deal massive damage coming in. So if you had to choose between the two banners, between FERN and FERN, I would have to say, depending on your account, you want to pick the one that makes sense, of course. So if you want a support unit to work in every single piece of content, you want to go for FERN. But if you want a damage dealer who might be the only damage dealer in the fire category, you want to go for FERN, right? She is never going to come back. So if you're lacking that fire DPS, you are going to regret it. When it comes to FERN, although she's great, she can work in every team. We are going towards those mono teams when it comes to all fire, when it comes to all water, when it comes to all dark, etc. Right now, she's this one hunter that works everywhere, but she does have a place to call home. Although the water team, of course, can use her, she is still not the most, OP unit. She's great, don't get me wrong, but her versatility is what makes her a bit bad just because she does have that perfect team. She works in every single team, which is actually really nice too. So it's up to you what you want to do. Do you want a dedicated DPS to give you absolutely bone-crushing damage, or do you want, of course, a support unit to work on every team who might fall off eventually? Because who knows, right? We're going towards mono teams where she might be a global support, but just cannot compete with the dedicated elemental sports. We'll see. Right now, you're kind of spoiled for choice. You have these hunters right here that are never going to come back to the game. So please, everyone, make sure that you choose correctly. Otherwise, you will regret it. Collab hunters never come back, and both FERN and FERN are two amazing hunters that you do not want to sleep on. So in the comments, let me know, what are you going to pick? I'm very curious what our viewers are going to do, because the options here, well, they're really tough options. If I had to pick, I would personally go for FERN, just because right now when it comes to Christopher Reed, I do think potentially he is going to be, you guessed it, a water... Sorry, I gotta stop doing that. A light unit, just due to the fact that the fire team is so stacked, it just doesn't make sense anymore to add more and more fire units. We've had enough, give us some light. We need something to come in to hopefully make Thomas Andre viable yet again. But of course, when it comes to FERN, I do want to mention the skills you want to level up first, because she has so much damage in her kit. You want to go for the basic skills. As you can see, they deal so much damage coming in. Both of them are so strong, and her core attack as well, because you just spam it non-stop. The core attack damage just sucks. You want to make sure you have this skill maxed out. Her ultimate is fine. You can get a level up, of course, but the damage is kind of low in comparison to her skills right here. They are so strong, so make sure, if you want to make your FERN as strong as possible, to max her skills one by one and her core attack to ensure her damage is top notch. But make sure right now that you jump into down below and support us yet again for the brand new sports season. We have a bunch of codes coming out. We have essence zones, Manpower extracts, and other goodies. So make sure right now that you jump in and support that way you do not miss on the free codes. But on that note, everyone, this is Code King Zaf signing out. I'll catch you in the next juicy video, of course.